Oh, great.
Okay, we got a
We got
thumbs
the
up.
thumbs
We're
up.
live.
Hey, everybody. How's it going today? You've reached an Amanda stream without Amanda. You may have caught a brief glimpse of a limb of Amanda, but there'll be more
She is
later.
alive.
She is alive. To the
It's like a
best of our.
hostage situation. She's like with one hand. Okay, we've proven she's alive. Yeah. So,
Welcome.
welcome.
Today, we are lucky enough to be playing another tabletop role-playing game with the Dream Team. You'd have to see it in writing. It's like
it's really funny in writing.
It's like this. I've typed it out. Now everyone can see it. This is a service I provide to the community.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
So
and by the community, I mean Michael. Hi, Michael. Hi, Michael, and anyone tuning in from the future who saw that this would be recorded and thought, well, I would love to see this game get played.
Yeah. I just saw that 150 people watched our last one, and it made me kind of want to crawl under my table and hide. Just a little bit.
Do you have a table?
Yeah. Do I have a table? I let Kurt come over to my house recently. And it was a grand mistake because he found out that I don't have any furniture. And...
No, I knew that. I did know that, but it was funny seeing it in real life. It's just, I don't know, just it looks relatively abandoned. You wander into the room and you go, oh. But this is how Anthony chooses to live.
Yes.
I'm sure you've probably seen that meme image, like men really live like this and don't see the issue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it, unfortunately.
Except without a television, because it's not like you're just sitting there playing your video games.
No television.
It's not how it's done.
No, just a floor for sleeping on, my Spartan barracks before I go out to war.
Is that what you're doing from your headquarters?
Yeah.
Going out to war. Gotcha.
It matched with my Spartan metaphor, okay?
Oh, I followed what happened.
All right, good.
Doesn't mean I need to approve of it.
So Kurt was lying earlier. This is going to actually be a 4-hour syrup stream. We've been begging Amanda to let us do just a me and Kurt syrup stream.
Just syrup time.
We're only going to talk about syrup for the next 4 hours.
Oh, my camera's probably flipped.
No, it's perfect. Oh, actually, no, I don't know. It works for me.
Oh no, it's real. It's real.
Wow. Anyway, we brought props for the syrup stream.
I didn't do it on purpose, I will say. Hey, Cedric. I just need some because I'm drinking rosemary soda today.
just soda tonight.
Just soda tonight. Yeah. I'm trying to finish off some of the ingredients we have in the fridge before I head off for a few days to my partner's family. We will be visiting. Yeah.
How long does rosemary syrup last, Kurt?
Indefinitely, I guess. It depends on how much sugar is in it.
Okay.
Because it's like if it's a 2-to-1 sugar solution, there's 2 parts sugar to 1 part water, then it can be shelf stable. It'll last on your counter forever. But if it's in a...
Are you guys talking about maple syrup?
Almost.
We are talking about syrup. I love the timing worked out perfectly so that it really did sound like we've been talking about syrup the entire time.
It did. Oh, you guys are talking about soda that you make?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool. I made some rosemary soda.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, but if you make 1-to-1 syrup, you got to keep that in the fridge.
Oh.
Yeah.
We've all learned something here today. Now that all 3 of us are here, and
Nick
Amanda has
good. Thanks for the sub.
Thank you. You've been subbed for over a year. That's
13
wild.
months.
Thank you.
Nick the Good, also, you are older than the Dream Team, I think.
I think that's... Well, actually, I've been around for like 30 years.
Wow.
32.
We didn't
I'm
know
11
you before,
months old.
So 11, yeah.
Yes, sorry.
Also, I'm going to play this. Michael got me a salad, which had just arrived, but... Thank you, Michael, for the salad. This is a fork, but this is a salad. There we go.
Oh, I see. There were sparkles after you said that. Mm-hmm. You said, I'm going to play this, and I thought, I don't think that's the verb for salad. One does not play with one's food.
I'm going to play a salad.
Hey, Sai.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, Sai.
Hey, Sai.
Cool.
Let's do proper introductions now that we're all here.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Anthony. I am a student of economics, a writer of children's books, a player of games, yeah, I just love these two, and I love playing games with them and making up stories. Oh,
Cedric, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Rocket Sandwich. Rocket Sandwich has been subscribed for 2 months now, whether that be through gifting of their own volition. Thank you so much, Rocket Sandwich, and thank you very much, Cedric.
And hello, the Swarmy.
Thank you. Hello, Swarmy.
Nice to see you around. Not even in a Jenga or Fall Guys context.
Mm-hmm.
Kurt, who the hell are you?
Who the hell am I?
Yeah.
My name is Kurt Reffling. I'm friend of Anthony and Amanda and designer of role-playing games, including Here We Used to Fly, Feywater, This Spells Trouble, and others. Others. Everything else gets lumped into the last one. We are not going to be playing any of my games tonight, though. We are going to be playing something else, and I'll tell you about it right after we learn who the heck this salad eater over here is.
Yeah, salad eater.
Well,
Why
now
are you on this stream?
I'm eating a Baby Bell, but I'm gonna eat a salad in a bit. And I'm Amanda, and this is a stream that sometimes I come on when obviously Kurt and Anthony allow me onto their stream.
Yeah, thank you for guesting today.
Thanks.
Yeah,
thanks for
great to
having
have
me.
you.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, what do I do? I'm like a variety streamer. I stream Legos, Just Chat, baking. What do I do?
You're good at the variety, actually.
I play games. I play board games. I play RPGs.
It's a Magic the Gathering recently.
I played some Magic the Gathering. So we do lots of stuff. We do ASMR, lots of stuff on my channel. So if you're here for any of those things, check it out. Why not give me a follow? If you have a Prime, you want to give it to me. If you have a sub, if you're feeling generous, that's super appreciated. But thank you just for being here, everyone. I'm happy to have you. Also, I have a video that went up on my YouTube today. Maybe I should shout that out. I have a YouTube. It's also my name. You could just find me either by searching Amanda McKnight or VampX13. And I have a video that went up today that was my Resident Evil 2 remake live play, which if you were here for it, you saw it, but you want to go check out the edits too, because they're really funny. They're really good. Not even just because of me, just because of my editor. So, yeah. Anyways, that's it.
There you go. Now you know.
People in the chat are tattling on you. Apparently, you break arms as well, Amanda.
I've never broken an arm in my life. That is completely fabrication.
These are lies. Should not be listened to.
Also, Rocket Sandwich, thank you for your first time chat with us. I appreciate you being in the chat.
Nice.
Thank you for thanking Cedric. That's so nice. Also,
Nice
please feel free to lurk away. Lurkers are welcome in this stream. I need to make an emote for all my lurkers.
Yeah, but they won't use it because that's how it works.
They'll probably just like use it to let me know they're there, but then they won't say anything, which I'm really cool with.
There's a subtlety to it. The delicate art of the lurk.
Also, go check out the stream team, which is our other maybe channel.
Wait, no, it's not live yet. We can.
sorry, I shouldn't have followed.
We haven't done anything. We don't know what we're doing with that
Just
yet.
an empty channel.
The follow that came up, you guys could go follow that if you want more content like this, which might be over there at some point. We're gonna figure it out.
We can't say for sure.
Zero promises.
Like
Okay.
20% promise, at least.
You 20% promised?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, wow. Look at that.
I negative 20% promise just to counteract it.
Nice.
Back down to zero.
Bring it out to parity.
Kurt, can you tell us about the game we're going to play today?
I would love to. Today, we are playing a game called Apotheosis, which is a word that I just learned today, really. It's the perfect form or example of something. It's elevation to divine status, and it can also be pronounced as apotheosis, which feels like it's more syllables, but I don't think it is.
Yeah, it feels harder to understand when you say apotheosis. Like, it's just like, oh, what?
But it also sounds like cooler, like apotheosis. Like, it's a lot of isses.
Right.
I like an is.
Apotheosis, apotheosis, tomato, tomato, potato, potato. The game that we're playing today is about how legends change over time as a civilization changes around it. We are going to be creating a story together, which I know that we always do, but in this game, it's an actual, like, it's a story within our story. It is an already fictional context within the boundaries of a culture that we're going to be creating and watching change. And it's all about this story. We're going to take turns sort of removing elements, replacing ones. Maybe there will be splinter versions, and there'll be a whole new sort of path that this story follows. And we are going to,
sick.
yeah, it's going to be cool. This
really
game
fun.
is created by, it turns out you can't just search Apotheosis or even Apotheosis RPG, because there are many Apotheoses, but this one
try
apparently...
to guess how many RPGs are called Apotheosis. My guess was, I'll tell you, one.
Yeah,
I was very
like,
wrong.
We were both like, what is apotheosis? Do explain. I had never heard of this word until today.
But apparently it's a hot word to describe your game. However, I will give a shout out to the designer. This game was designed by Gordie Murphy, and this is, as far as I can tell, the first Apotheosis RPG. So we'll have a link to that in the chat.
Murphy? Would you say that you're a fan?
I would say that I've only read Apotheosis, and yes, it's very cool. The system is cool, and this is one of the ones that I was looking at our season list of the games we're going to play, and I was like, I'm ready for this. This is going to be a good day.
Hey, Rapala.
Hey, Rapala. Thank you for saying hello to everybody in chat. Also, welcome in.
Welcome.
This game sounds great. I'm excited.
It's going to be exciting. Should we jump right in?
Yes.
There's not going to be immediate role play. We're just going to kind of set some stuff up.
Set some stuff up.
Yeah, that sounds great. I feel like this is the most like concentrated and on track we have ever been, and it makes me feel uneasy, but I think we can do it.
I believe in us.
Being this in control is nuts, but all right.
We'll take it. Sure. All right. So the first thing that we do...
Hello, KK, before we jump in. Hi.
Yeah. From New Orleans. I like that we specified New Orleans, Louisiana, so that I don't know that it's just like a new build of the suburbs of Ottawa, which are also called Orleans.
Hey, that was a joke just for me.
I was there today in the wasteland that is the distant parts of Ottawa.
That's where I grew up.
I bought a bubble tea from the mall.
Cool. I'm excited they have bubble tea now. It seems pretty cultured.
Pretty fancy.
Orleans.
They're doing their best. Okay. All right. Enough trashing my own city. Here's the deal. We're going to be creating a culture, and we're going to follow this culture through 5 generations. And for the purposes of our game here, culture could be any group of people living in a kind of proximity that are united by something, a political boundary, an ideology, shared ancestry, a religion, or anything else we can think of that would like bind a society together. We could even have it be like a digital culture and have that kind of vibe. But yeah, that's the most traditional way, I guess, would just be like we're physically together. So what do we think?
So something to bind us.
Yeah, a little bit of like what is this culture's
thing?
What encircles it? What era, maybe? You know, that we do have more specific questions we'll get into.
I like digital culture.
Sure.
It is a cool ass idea.
Great. All right. What if this is one of those games like a Second Life or something that's been out like a long time and the user base has turned over and like new groups of people find it and stuff. So this is like a very lived in digital culture, not just a place where, I don't know, MySpace and then it's gone. No, this is a virtual space that's endured.
Can it be like one of those RPGs that like came out like in like the early 2000s or like late 90s and then like has been like kept alive just by like the love and the hearts of the people who play it, like new servers and stuff?
That's really cool.
Yeah, I dig it. Cool. So
Cedric, where were you last week? I made a bet with these guys that somebody would ask if there was lesbians in this game, and then no one asked it, and I lost all my money.
That's actually why Anthony has no furniture now.
Yes.
I had to sell it off my crazy bet.
It wasn't even a money bet. Anthony was just like, and I bet this piece of furniture and this piece of furniture and this piece, and I bet this weird accent that I have right now. I bet this as well.
I bet that.
If I lose, I'll come back and sound very much standard North American English after this.
Damn it. I wish I had that cool accent.
Yeah, now it's Kurt's. Kurt's took it.
Well, I mean, I've been asked to do dialect practice now, and I don't know who this is, so I can't really help you with that.
Hey, never mind. I'm going to take back my old accent. I think it sounds a bit like this.
I can't really. What are we listening for? Was that like a crunch moment?
Yeah, that was my dialect.
Your dialect was crunches? We didn't hear it.
You didn't hear it.
Zoom was like, nah.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to hear
I'm not
that.
gonna listen to your stupid salad noise.
ASMR indeed. Okay, well.
People on the stream can probably hear it because it's my mic. Oh, I'm gonna need to put more lipstick on after this. It's gonna be. Just ignore what's happening with my mouth for this one.
Think about how much lipstick you've consumed in your lifetime, Amanda.
A lot.
A lot.
I do think about it.
What percentage of your body is made of lipstick molecules?
I'm gonna say probably at least 15%.
Dang.
That's what you want. Yeah. You must be so vibrant and composed of what do they make that color out of? Beetle shells? They grind up the beetle shells. Sorry, I didn't know if we gave enough of this to Rapala.
Sorry,
I had a
Rapala, we
moment.
want your points to be worth it.
Because I think it was last week that I cut off the singing oily. And I thought, well, maybe that's not really right.
Well, apparently the people out there can hear you crunching, Amanda, so
Oh,
crunch
because
away.
it's Zoom. It's the
There you
Zoom
go.
algorithm.
You can literally
It's
see
us.
me eating my lipstick. Okay, I'm gonna fix this really quick because it's gonna be.
You see me eating my lipstick.
You can see it, and it's like probably disturbing to some, but don't
Nick.
worry.
Is that?
They make it to eat.
Hi, Nick.
Bye, Nick.
Is it disturbing to anybody?
They make it to eat. Now at least I know what volume I am when I go whisper over the mic. Oh, the big cool thing today is that I hear everything I say in my ears today.
It's a good thing there's no delay, because that's the worst thing that can happen.
It would be
to you.
terrible.
Is to even have a slight delay on hearing your own voice, like it breaks my brain.
It's really bad. Can't recommend. This, however, this is going to work. Oh, it is maple syrup. That's right, Rapala. So basically, here's the deal with syrups. I was getting into this earlier, but shelf-stable syrup needs to be at least like it's a 2-to-1 ratio of syrup. And that's a lot of sugar to dissolve into water, first off. Just the sheer amount of sugar. It looks like, even if you do 1-to-1, it looks like it's not all going to dissolve. It just looks like it won't.
Right. No, it's a lot of sugar.
But back in the day,
What day?
the olden times, pre-prohibition cocktails were goddamn sweet. They were the sweetest things around.
Really?
Yeah, because first of all, they needed this syrup to be shelf stable. So it just it was very sugared. And second, this is, I think people don't realize, people both drank way more alcohol before the prohibition, but also had a much sweeter tooth for really sweet cocktails. If you make to spec one of those pre-prohibition cocktails, it is so sweet. It is so sweet. Yeah.
And so then
they just poured sugar in it, didn't they? They were like, put some sugar cubes in that.
We're all doing it now.
We're
all this dialect now.
Everyone's
It's
got
only
this
dialect
voice.
we know.
I do that voice sometimes, like in my own RPGs. I don't play with Kurt and Amanda, but it is Kurt's voice that I have stolen, and I do it, and I think of Kurt every time I do.
I'm gonna tattle on someone not by name. I was playing a game with a few friends, and it was like a game where they were detectives. It was a game of Dread, actually, the same same Dread scenario that I later played with these two on stream.
Oh.
Yeah. So you're welcome if you caught that one. Now you know what the game was. But everybody was kind of investigating something, right? And one person decided, I'm gonna be sort of a city detective. I'm out here. I'm snooping around. And the other two people infectiously caught the accent, and they had no reason to have it. They just couldn't stop.
Always happens.
Oh, there's some accents which are just gravitational holes. They just pull everyone in.
I will finish my little syrupy business by saying, if you want to learn more about pre-prohibition era cocktails, I would strongly recommend picking up Imbibe by David Wondrich, which is just a really fascinating history of sort of the American cocktail culture.
It's so good.
It's
You know
great.
it as well.
It's famous. It's a famous imbibe. Is
famous
a famous book.
Interesting. I was going to make fun of Kurt for being a particular sort of nerd, but apparently I'm the only sort of nerd that doesn't know about this. So,
Well, Amanda learned about cocktails from the same place that I learned about cocktails. So shout out to Greg from How to Drink. We appreciate you. Greg's probably not here, but on the other hand, Greg does follow Amanda on Twitter, so
it's
there's
possible.
like
You
a
never
there's
know.
like a 0.05% chance.
It's possible. Yeah.
if Greg was like, oral tradition? What? Then he'd be here.
Oral tradition is the art of passing a story down by word of mouth from
Oh, watch this
generation to
happen.
generation,
Look at
just
this
like
go.
we'll be doing in Apotheosis today. So now that we know that we've got like a digital culture that's going to exist in this established kind of, I'm imagining a virtual world, you know, you walk your avatar around, you say hi to people and stuff. Does that make sense to folks?
Yeah.
Great. So our first question to develop the culture, this is one of the like setup questions, is what does your culture believe?
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Eat that one up with your side salad.
I will.
Like, I think there's something about this culture that is about tradition, right? Like, why else do you play a game that's been like dead for 20 years than that it matters that you do something that you used to love, right? That there's
Well, I
something
think-
you've attached to and you don't forget about it.
Yeah, that comes back to like kind of like reliving like your past and your connection to that in yourself, I think.
Your connection to yourself, like sort of like being consistent in yourself. I always think about
Being
that.
consistent at being, I don't know. I think like I like to kind of connect myself to that time. And so it's like
Okay.
kind of an acknowledgement of like, this is what made me who I am. And I had fun when I was however old I was when I was playing this game.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay, wait. So there's people who
Like
definitely
nostalgia?
romanticize the early days of the internet, you know, like
sure.
like
Yeah.
message boards and such. Do you think we can tap into that a little bit? Like
Yeah.
maybe what we believe is that like anonymity is godlike. Like that anonymity is like the best way to exist or something.
I like it.
Let's have anonymity as something they value, which is our
Sure.
second question.
That's our second question. Okay.
So our culture values anonymity.
We want something to believe, like a statement.
Doesn't have to be a statement. I was just thinking, yeah.
What if there's a legend that there is like a secret hidden in this game? Like there always was this like legend that like if you did exactly the right thing, you could find this Easter egg. You know, the creators like forgotten millions or something saved like you know an online code saved somewhere in the game, and like it was
What is
probably
it?
just an old wives' tale, but maybe it's still there. And some people
We're
are still
gonna
looking.
keep that kernel. We're absolutely gonna use that.
Okay.
In fact, that will probably be central to everything that we do. So I think let's say that they believe in that this game holds many secrets, perhaps.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
But I think this will be shaped by that one. What law does your culture have? I love this question because games have rules, right? But they also have practices, best practices.
Right. Anything jump to mind?
Like a law of our culture?
Yeah. What law does your culture have? What's a law that they're subject to?
You don't ever give out anyone's real name.
That's a good one.
It's just like a good rule of the internet, I think. But
Though I guess you wouldn't
also
know
don't
it in
listen
the
to
first
me
place.
because y'all have my name. So
Here I am.
here I am.
Oh, how about this? What if the game is like this community's like they hate the idea of a speed run. Like they don't want you to chew through this experience. It's antithetical to why they're still here because they've been here for like 20 years.
Right.
Maybe their law is that like it's against glitches, like no glitch. There's like a no glitch law.
Right. And maybe the glitches are like some of them are known. It's an old game. There are sure to be some flaws. So there are glitches and they're cataloged. But if you use them, this is a sin against the community. And
Right.
and maybe there's like a good PvP part of this game, right? So
Yeah.
you can see the
Well, it
age
could be
of an
like
account,
there could
and
be
you can
like
see its
cheat
level.
codes, but we don't like use the cheat codes, you know? Like how in Sims there are cheat codes that are like built into the game.
What if your number of months in the game is lower than your level? No. Yeah. Does that make sense? Yes. Then you're mercilessly killed. Just
Like if you're
completely
not
spammed the
keeping
game.
up.
No, other way around. I think maybe this makes more sense to do it the other way. If your level is higher than the number of months that you've played the game, no bueno. Speedrunners, get them out of here.
Oh, I see. So they want you to like take your time in this game.
Yeah.
Okay. Because otherwise you're not dedicated enough. I
Sure.
like it.
All right, we've got it. Which I guess ultimately just boils back down to that idea of not glitching.
Yeah, not glitching.
Is there a term for them? Are they called like? Do people get called glitches if they're using these?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Glitches get stitches.
Glitches get stitches. Yes.
As we've always said.
Oh, I do
always
like
said.
that. Okay, great. There's one more question, which is we've kind of already touched on it, but maybe there's a new one, maybe there's a different one. What problem does your culture face?
Okay. So
Extinction.
we could have like an existential threat.
Yeah.
Did you
that
have an
makes
idea for it,
sense.
Amanda? Did you have a sense of like what that would be?
Oh, I was saying extinction.
Yeah.
Like I said existential threat, like something
Oh.
that's like, extinction.
Oh, like just
Like
the
the
fact
community.
that we're not relevant anymore. Like maybe there's a new game that's come out that's kind of like this reinvented.
Oh, there's a reboot.
Yeah.
This is like
Oh.
the legacy server,
Right,
but you can
right.
still play like,
But if you get the
know.
reboot, then you're going to be mostly spending time doing that.
Because like there's like RuneScape Classic, but it got like rebooted, right? Like they started rehosting RuneScape Classic. But what if this like the analog is that this is just like some fan hosted original RuneScape server or something that we'll never stop playing.
Yeah.
Something.
yeah. And there's like a big Discord community backing it up or something, but it's still, still not the official version. And
So they're worried about people leaving. Like
Yeah.
the existential threat is like a game of trust. It's like, will you hold on with me? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Great. Love this. Oh, I really quite like this. Okay. So we have some ideas, what we think this is going to follow. Some ideas about our culture, what they're looking at. We're going to seed a legend.
Love it.
And the way
like
that it
that
has
phrase.
our legend kind of come into being is by posing a question to set the focus of what our legend will be. And I feel like we have that question. The question is, how do we find the creator's secret? Or like, what's the creator's secret?
Right.
This idea of there being this big secret that's been left for you. Some people might just be on this server because they think the secret is real.
Yeah.
So here's how this is going to work. Anthony and Amanda and myself have a little tiny, not nothing special looking spreadsheet where we're going to keep track of the 5 parts of our legend, 5 story beats that make up our legend, 5 short sentences describing a part of the story. Mm-hmm. We're going to treat them like little bullet points of the story. We don't need every detail, just like, here it is. As an example that everyone is probably familiar with, here's how the legend would look if it was King Arthur's story. Arthur's a young boy adopted by an English lord. Arthur meets Merlin the wizard. Arthur gets his education from Merlin by being turned into animals. At a tournament, Arthur pulls a sword out of a stone, fulfilling a prophecy. Arthur becomes king of England in accordance with the prophecy. I didn't know all of those, but they're in the book.
I was getting impressed. I was like, nice, Kate. It's a good recall of Arthurian legend.
I'm afraid not. So we get 5 story beats, if you will. Yeah.
It's not very many.
No, it's not. I'm having
And
a
are these
silly.
story beats gonna change throughout the game?
They sure are.
Okay.
That's the game. The game is how these story beats change over time and the events that affect our culture that cause them to change, that change our perception, that change our culture's perception of the legend, that change how it's told, how it's understood.
Okay. So in this
Uh,
case, do we feel like the legend would be like the the way the secret was created or embedded into the server, like the story of the founder and what happened to them? Or is our
Ooh.
like what you do, what you have to do to uncover the secret?
I think
Maybe it's the one person that found the secret. Sorry, what were you going to say, Amanda? Oh,
Oh.
I
yeah?
was gonna say what you just said.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
So
like
the
we
sort of
don't
idea
know
that
them
someone
anymore,
found
so
it.
they're also like anonymous.
Right. Well,
Right.
they can't be here, I think. We
Yeah.
can't have this legend exist.
Except I believe that they made a new account.
Okay.
And they called it the Stream Team.
The stream team.
Okay. Uh, all right. I'm just having a silly moment where I'm trying to make sure that we do indeed start with a legend. Yeah. Yeah, we do. Okay.
Good.
Just a quick little round of applause for Kurt, who learns new games every single week, just so he can teach them to us. I mean, sometimes he doesn't learn. Sometimes he plays before, but all often he has learned a new game.
Most of the time I learned a
Pretty
Most
new
of the
good.
time
game,
he's learning games.
He's
but I
amazing.
like to do it.
But
I
I
think it's
like
fun.
it. That's how
We
you know
think
you're
it's
doing a
fun when
good thing.
when you do it. We think that's fun. That's one of
Yeah,
my
I
Nice.
favorite
also
things.
have fun.
Me think that fun too. Okay. What is
So,
that
do we need to create a
wish?
first version, like a 5 story beat story this of this legend of the person who found it?
Yeah. Yeah. So I
Okay.
feel like
Is there a structure for that, or do we just go for it?
let's just do that collaboratively. There is a turn structure
Okay.
that will follow this, but I
Okay.
think right now let's just yeah,
Oh, I
let's
think
just
Anthony was asking like, is there a structure for legends?
oh, no.
Uh,
Also
yeah.
no.
There's like because there's like the 5-6 beat structure, whatever. We know that,
Yeah.
right? And then we won't have a structure for creating it right now, and there'll be a
But I mean,
turn
there's
structure
not
later on.
like specific story points that you need to hit when you're making a legend.
I
Can you
don't
just
think
keep
so.
just your
It just
bottom lipstick on? I like
Is
this
this a
one.
great look?
That's cool.
never seen it before. It's like only doing your bottom lash for mascara.
Yeah.
Like this is the
Yeah,
one
be a
that's
little
gonna make you
backwards. This is
stand
the
out.
one that'll be long. Yeah.
This
This
is
will
the
be
one
cool
people
in
like.
like 15 years.
Yeah, I'm ahead of. Well, have you ever seen a picture of someone from like the 60s who have impeccably contemporary looking makeup just because they happened to use a particular look? And you're like,
No.
oh, you lucky duck.
Hmm. You
You
nailed
still
it.
look good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how's this? I think the fourth story beat is the user. Let's give them a name. Let's
Yeah.
give let's give them a username. Um, maybe it's just like the great is the great is
Mm.
the username.
I think it should be Magic Toast 225.
Magic Toast 225.
Yeah, that's their
Very
username.
specific, Amanda.
I'll give it to you this time, Amanda.
This one
We can
time.
have a magic toast. You can have your weird magic food this time.
Magic Toast, yeah.
Magic Toast 225.
Yeah, but we
No
all
tacos this time.
constantly, I think, disagree on what the actual number in Magic Toast was, and some
Yeah.
people even claim that the number was actually part of the name, and that like the I was actually like a 1, and the 0 was the O. So
Sure.
like,
So we can never find the like account record that
Yeah.
Magic Toast 225 225.
225.
Very mysterious.
But that was it, right? It was Magic Toast. Hey, at old user, it was Magic Toast, right?
That old
Well,
user.
that's what some people say.
Old
Okay,
user,
so I've,
are you actually old?
Yeah. I remember when Magic Toast posted on the forums.
Because your account only says 2 years old.
That's a forum bug. It was a reset. We've been over this.
love this. Love this. So I've thrown in our fourth event, which I thought just made sense. Like the
Nice.
fourth thing has to be found the secret, right?
Yeah.
Discovered
Right.
the secret. And the
Right.
fifth thing is whatever good happened.
Story beat 1. The creator announces they are retiring.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, when they said, okay.
It's over.
Oh, that's a good one.
So can I
Anthony.
propose a change to the legend then with that news?
Not
Okay.
oh sure.
Well, or do we just go through the structure again?
Okay. Well, we do need to fill in all five of them,
Okay.
all five of the parts of it.
Oh, and then we decide how it changes.
And then we take turns changing it, which I'll get to.
Oh, okay.
So we
Yeah.
need beats 2, 3, and 5, and we've set up a tension where we have to somehow get from creator announces their retirement to Magic Toast discover the secret. I got 2 steps to get there.
Oh, I see. Oh, this is okay. Sorry, I thought this was the change that happens as a result of the legend
Not yet.
that like
Oh.
changes the legend. Do you know what I mean? Like I thought this was after the legend was forged.
I get what you're going
Yes.
for. Yeah.
Sorry.
Sure.
Okay. Cool. So first, the creator announces they're retiring,
Yeah.
and then
2 and 3.
the game has a massive crash.
Oh, that's interesting. What if?
We're thinking about that one.
What if what if like the secret is partly like the server login details. The creators are tiring and they're stepping
I
away.
was thinking of it like it might be that this thing happened and then later it's tied back to whatever it was. So whether that's like this thing was so massive that it like caused the system to crash, or whether it's the people that hosted the server or like the creator who like is on his way out saw that someone found it and intentionally crashed the game, like something like that.
Whoa.
Oh, so you're thinking that's number 5?
Number 5,
Like the
server
thing that
dies.
happens
Oh,
right
I
after
was
the secret's
thinking. I
discovered.
thought we had to like give the purpose to the legend and then create the legend in the story. So I thought it would be like this thing happened, and then from that people were like, so what? Like what happened? And like that's where the story came from. Do you know what I mean?
Oh no, we're just saying what the story is.
Oh,
We're just
okay.
telling the story.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then I guess that would be the final beat.
Okay, cool. Major crash, and all evidence of the secret loss.
Potentially.
I'll put it in air quotes. Don't worry,
Because-
not everybody has to believe this forever.
We have to think that it's still out there, right?
Evidence being lost doesn't mean it's not out there.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, like
Just
we
gonna
don't.
throw
We
that.
don't. Sure, I got you. I'm with you.
Cool.
Ooh.
So as for 2 and 3,
Beat 2,
yeah.
Magic Toast 225
Yeah.
posts on the forums that the whole secret in the game was a lie the whole time to farm subscriptions. Accuses the creator of lying. Post their retirement announcement. Something like
Okay.
that. Is it
So
too much?
the creator announces their retirement. Magic Toast expresses their like skepticism over the whole thing.
Because like they're
Could-
retiring and everyone's like, well, but what about that? Like the thing you dangled in front of our faces for the last 10 years. What does that mean? And it's like, well, of course, it was never real the whole time. This has all been a
I was
ruse.
thinking it could be something like the Magic Toast like threatens to expose a secret in the game that people didn't even like know existed if the creator actually followed through with their leaving. So I was thinking it could be something more like a threat. But so this
Okay.
is something that
I like
people
threats,
already
too.
knew existed though then in your story, right? Because
Yeah.
they would have already known that there's some sort of secret.
Yeah. That's what I'm presupposing. But it doesn't have to be true. Instead, Magic Toast could threaten
To
the creator.
expose the secret.
Right.
Well, I think either one is good. One is just like it's something we kind of already knew was out there, but it was never tangible. And people maybe like I think that's still pretty legendy because it's also like one of those things that like, you could have a debate over whether or not it actually exists. Evil Webline says to hydrate.
Oh.
Thank you.
What
Kurt,
if
do you have some
creator?
clarity here?
I got it. The thing is, we got two halves and they're not connected yet. So maybe what happens in between is like the creator's a retirement announcement. I think is like a glyph left in game. Like it wasn't a news release through a company website or anything. This was like something left in game. And I think point 3 is people find clues in the announcement.
Okay.
Like the last clue, let's say. People find the last puzzle piece in the announcement, but can't put it together. Okay. And then we go, Magic Toast discovers the secret, and then the crash loses the evidence.
Okay. So that's 4 points.
That's 5 even, which is all we need.
That's 5 points?
You should get on the spreadsheet, Amanda.
Huh?
Are you not?
That would make your life easier.
I am on the spreadsheet, but I'm looking at the chat.
Oh, I appreciate that. The chat deserves your looking, but
that's true.
But I got it.
The chat is better than spreadsheets.
The spreadsheet's pretty good though. I love a good spreadsheet. I'm not knocking it. I was like, I'm counting, and I'm like, this doesn't add 5 in my brain. Announces a retirement. They post on the forums. Oh, I see what I was missing here. The whole secret was a lie. They find the piece. Magic Toast discovers the secret. So that's like the threaten to potentially expose the secret, and then the server crashes. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. That's a good legend.
Does it flow enough? Like
I think it flows beautifully.
I feel like beat 2 is a little bit like just like a weird thorn sticking out of it. Like, wait,
no, I feel like it makes sense because that's why when they like that was probably the thing that restarted people's brains, like looking over everything. So with scrutiny, you know what I mean? Because then it starts a debate of like, was it a lie? Was it not a lie? And then someone's like, oh, like I found this in the note. Or the creator maybe even like points to the note and is like, oh, well, if you think it was a lie, like maybe you should read my farewell note a little closer. And that's when people like find it.
I think I have one edit that I'd like, and then it'll all be together. What if it's a different figure that says the whole thing's a lie?
Yeah, sure. That was...
That makes it better?
Pardon?
Anthony doesn't think so. Anthony's no, I think this is toast.
No, I feel like...
It totally could be. I just feel like it holds together better if like Magic Toast is a character who's like who people know rather than just a random person.
Great.
I kind of like the idea that they called them out on something, and then once they figured it out, they were like, oh, like, I'm going to get it now. So it was like almost like the secret would have never been exposed if it wasn't for Magic Toast. People maybe even ask themselves, like, was it the Magic Toast didn't believe, or was it the Magic Toast knew and wanted to, like, get one more hint before the time ran out?
Right. Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm.
The other possible edit is you could flip beats 1 and 2. So that Magic Toast accuses the creator of lying the whole time, and then the creator announces their retirement.
I think that's got to be what we've got
I like
here.
This rivalry that we're building between
that makes sense
and
because
Magic
then
Toast.
there's like almost animosity between. It's like,
Paula
well, of course,
has
Magic
redeemed.
Toast disappeared. Posture check, yeah.
Yes, 2
Would
posture
you check your
checks.
posture? I actually go out of screen when I check my posture. That's how bad it is as a default. As a default.
I always struggle with that. It's like, do I set my headroom for like how I should be sitting or how I actually sit?
Are we going to be realistic here? Okay, so one more time from the top. Yeah. Magic Toast 225 posts on the forums. The whole secret was a lie. Creator announces their retirement. Last puzzle piece found in the creator's goodbye. Magic Toast 225 discovers the creator's secret, and then there's a major crash, and all evidence of the secret is lost.
Disappears.
So that's our legend.
Cool legend, guys.
Good job, team.
Stream team.
So this legend can change over the course of what the game calls them is generations, but a generation could be like a month in internet time if we want to. It even says that explicitly.
Okay.
So it's totally our call how we want to like pace this.
Okay.
But that's sort of our play.
Okay.
And here's what's going to happen. At the start of each generation, we're going to choose a big event that like defines that moment in time for the community, something that affects the culture directly. And then we decide how the event impacts the legend that our culture tells. The easiest way to approach this is to give ourselves a sort of general idea of how the arc of this society is going to go.
Okay.
Because there's going to be 5 generations.
5 generations.
And so some general arcs we could have is like the culture grows until tragedy befalls and they're destroyed. Culture begins small, grows into a huge power. Culture starts strong, gets into trouble and recovers. Powerful in the beginning, slowly loses everything. Despite its struggles to change, things stay the same. I feel like we're looking at a decline, right?
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah.
So maybe they see a surge from some post that goes viral, some post on a social media channel that has like actual like a young user base, and TikTok. Their numbers swell, and then I didn't need to say TikTok specifically, but it could be TikTok.
Vine.
Back
when Vine was around.
Cool pull.
Everyone, do you remember the 7-second video service?
It was 6, you idiot.
Oh, no, I remember you could see 7 of them, and every second would be a new moment of joy. It's not like these TikToks when you can go on forever.
A minute? I'm not going to watch something for a minute.
I don't have time for this. And you're putting your faces on with your filters, and you've got your content. I only needed 7 seconds. That's how we did it back in the day.
I feel like
the good thing was you couldn't dance. It wasn't enough time.
The question is, when is this set? Is this set in the current era of the internet?
Yeah, let's have it be contemporary.
The past? The contemporary, all right.
We never do that.
Well, then it is TikTok. That would be the contemporary.
How far back does our arc start? I feel like it would be fun if this was like a 10-year process that we're going through here.
Oh, cool.
Is that too much? I just imagining it as like a long dead game. It just feels like it's got a fair amount of history we could explore from like, the initial decline to like the resurgence.
Sure. Let's start like just a few years shy of today.
Okay.
And then move along from there.
Sure.
We don't have to pin it down. Okay, cool. So we've got a vague idea of how this sort of arc is going to go, and that's all we really need.
So our arc is decline, and then like
it's going to like resurgence. A little. I was thinking more like decline.
Yeah,
like a little hopeful bump, and then
Sure.
Yeah.
Got it.
So we can decide what that looks like in practice as we go, but like what constitutes those major events.
Cool.
Yeah. So here's what structurally this is going to look like. Cool. Each of us will get a turn every generation to do one of 4 things. And if you would like to consult your own reference for these, there's an action reference that you can hover over at the bottom left corner of our sheet. But for those of you who aren't on a spreadsheet with me, here's how the game works. On your turn, you can choose one of the following 4 options. The first one is to remove part of the legend. Part of the legend is forgotten. We just delete it. It's gone. In our digital space, anyway. Do I need to make the distinction? Honoring the game, some things happen with index cards in real life. We won't be doing that.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Imaginary index cards. Everyone, imagine an index card.
Got it.
So we narrate, in that case, how this part of the legend has been forgotten or abandoned. Why didn't people tell this part anymore? Option 2 is to change something. Part of the legend has changed. We write a new version to replace one of the parts of our current legend, replace one of those story beats, and just straight up replaces it. We narrate why this part of the legend has changed. Maybe there's new ideas. Maybe things have been twisted or new. Yeah.
Maybe truths are revealed.
Truths are revealed. Splinter is the third option. This is when a subgroup within the culture starts telling a different version of the legend. For this one, we have just like a variant of a story beat that we'll put like separate from the others. We'll put it sort of below what we have going on right now. And for every new splintering, we start a kind of new row that we're writing these on.
What?
Cool.
Yeah. We just need to tell, in that case, who the subgroup is, why they started telling their own version. Maybe their values are a little different. Maybe
Cool.
they've adapted heroes' actions to fit their value system. And then that becomes a version which we can do any of our actions onto. It's an equally valid version. It's just a different one.
Love it.
Finally, your last option is to propagate the legend.
Yes.
New aspects of the legend emerge. We write down another story beat. We add it somewhere in the timeline where it makes sense, move things around if we need to. And we can add this to the dominant version or the splinters. But here's the fun catch here. If a variant timeline grows longer than the original, that's now the dominant version. That subgroup has grown to become the
What?
cultural center
That's so cool.
of our little society.
I love it.
I wish that worked in real life, that if you were just like, I'm just going to tell a longer version of this story. And everyone's like, yeah, that's the right one.
I like it.
That seems right. Yeah.
Okay. So
Cool.
that's our whole
cool.
deal.
Cool.
So
And can the legend get as long as we need it to be? Is there a limit? 6
no,
parts?
it's not a limit.
Hey, Amanda. Let's make it 100. Let's make it 100 index cards long. Let's go crazy.
Long.
I mean, I guess it's
Million.
limited to no more than 20 because we'll get 3 actions a pop for 5 generations. And
Yeah,
it's
we
already
started
5,
with 5.
so that's 15 more.
Here we go to 20.
Let's go to 1,000,005.
Can I ask you guys a technical question? Do I
Yeah.
have any like background noise cutting through right now that you guys are hearing?
Sounds fine to me.
Okay, great.
No.
My lovely roommate is doing dishes, which is great.
Oh,
I was
that is
making sure that
great.
it wasn't.
No, it sounds.
The cat ones or the human
good.
one?
This is the human one.
Nice.
That's nice.
Yeah,
What a
we've
nice
tried to get the
human.
cat ones to do dishes, but they're terrible at it.
Why even bother?
Just get all
Garbage.
wet and.
The cat that lives in my house was an asshole today. But we won't get into that legend.
We'll
save
might
that
have to have a
legend
cat
for another
break
time.
at some point.
Okay. What's our event for Generation 1? Let's keep it pretty straightforward because we already have a lot of pins set up.
There we go. A lot of things going on. Okay, so first event. So this is after the crash has happened or whatever. I guess I don't know. I guess the legend could have happened way in the past, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. First event, maybe the server starts becoming like has to be like fan hosted rather than like hosted by the company or something.
Yeah. Maybe maybe this is when the Discord server gets created.
Okay.
Like so that it's not just in-game chat anymore.
That's a cool idea.
I like it.
Okay.
Could the old forum have died?
Oh, the old forum dies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's start there. That's spicy, and it lines up really well with what we have.
Yeah.
Right, because we actually don't have like maybe once upon a time there was technically recorded history of these characters, of this happening,
Right.
but it's all lost.
Bummer.
Bummer. It's one of those glitches that did it.
I bet.
Don't forget the glitches.
I could never.
How could anyone? Okay, so any of us can go first, and again, we remove, change, splinter, or propagate. Ooh, blank canvas feeling, even though
Ooh,
the canvas
yeah.
is so shaped
If we don't
now.
already put stuff on it.
How about I have a proposition.
Yeah.
Okay.
I propose that Magic Toast posts on the forums that the whole secret was a lie is removed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because now the forums are gone and that fades with time. So people don't know about that forum post.
Magic Toast instantly was just like a much simpler hero,
Yeah.
Never expressed the doubt.
Never expressed doubt.
I like that this is kind of meta to the way that we formed the legend.
True.
Like that was always a little bit more of a,
Yeah.
edges
As an
of our
afterthought.
storyline. So
Yeah.
it's gone. I've deleted it.
Ah, it's
It's
gone.
gone.
But it could come back in some other form. Who knows?
Well, you're not wrong. We remember as players.
As players of the game that are creating the legend,
That's right.
the most
Not players
reliable.
of the game. Okay. All right. Amanda has taken her turn.
Okay. I have a. What are the words in this game? I think I have a splinter, a variant of this story.
I like it.
So do I get to change as many things as I want?
I
think so.
I'm just gonna scroll up.
I think you just change one thing.
That sounds true, but I'll double check.
Write a variant of one story beat.
Okay, yeah. And then the rest we just paste as it stands.
Okay.
Otherwise, that would be a wild overhaul, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. A user on the forum, on the Discord, a user on the new Discord shows up called Butter Buddy, and Butter Buddy will not shut up about the fact that the whole thing was Magic Toast's fault. That Magic Toast baited the creator, Magic Toast pushed their hand, and they caused the crash. And that Magic Toast is not a hero like everybody always says he is. Magic Toast fucked the whole thing up for everybody. Some remembrance of that lost first story beat is playing. Butter Buddy is holding on to it. And so the variant I want to introduce is what is it, Anthony? Yeah. So like after Magic Toast, Magic Toast like hacks the game
Okay.
to discover the secret.
Oh. Okay.
Right. So instead of it being they discovered the secret, it's that they hacked the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, got it.
Now
I'm
they're
just adjusting spreadsheets, everybody. It's fine.
Okay.
He's doing a great job. It's a marvel to watch.
Magic Toast hacks the game. Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
Okay. Variant, we've got our first splinter group.
Splinter just seems so much fun to do. I had to do it.
It is too fun. I almost want to name this variant, even though that's not part of the rules.
What should we name it?
It's got to involve Butter Buddy, doesn't it?
Yeah. So this also represents a subgroup, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the Butter Conspiracists.
I was gonna go for Butterbuds.
Yeah, sure. Let's keep it straight. They're not conspiracists if they end up being right.
Oh my
right.
gosh, the butter buds.
Sounds like something you could legally purchase in Canada.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I got some butter buds today.
Now I have to
that
do
leaves
something.
you.
Yeah.
Uh-oh,
What you got?
Spaghetti-O. Shoot the boot, as my friend would say.
Shoot the boot.
Yeah,
That's adorable.
She's got some ways.
Some ways about her.
She's got some ways about her. I think I'm gonna add something to our. It's scary.
Don't
So
be
now
scared.
you can change either one, right?
Yeah, I can change either one. I think
Nice.
our original is gonna be tweaked as well. Just
Okay.
A little bit.
Is
just
it
a-
in
just a little bit.
reaction to the conspiracists, or
Here's what happens. Some of the oldest parts of the user base start clamoring about how Toast would never do that, about how, like, I used to know Toast. I didn't know
Yeah.
who Toast was.
of course,
Of course, I didn't know who Toast
of
was.
course.
No one knew.
No one knows.
No one knows
anyone.
who anyone is.
Mhm.
That's made especially clear because, like, if you were to claim to know who Toast was, like,
Yeah. Who are you?
I think, but the story's going to change. The creator announces their retirement privately to Magic Toast 225.
Whoa. Okay. So the beginning of the story, the creator just tells Magic Toast secretly,
Private Toast.
Private Toast, privately that they are retiring.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, you know, wait, and so then does that change beat two where they like find the puzzles pieces sort of in the creator's goodbye? Does
Yeah, the
only Magic
implication is
Toast have
that
access?
the goodbye, yeah, Toast is bringing these messages forward. And of course, the creator retired, so it must be true.
Right.
Yeah.
That's wild. I love it.
Yeah. So that's our first round.
Okay.
Now another event happens and the legend will change again. But what is the event that happens now? Is it already TikTok time or not?
I think it's TikTok time. What do you think, Amanda? Is that right?
Yeah, I like it.
Or we could have like a real Dark Night of the Soul first. Like we could have like a membership hits lower, like active players per month hits lower than 50, or something.
Oh, before the TikTok boom?
Yeah.
I like
Ooh,
that. That
yeah,
seems
yeah.
good.
Which means that like the people left telling the story are very few, right? This is the bottleneck. There's very few people who know anything about this now in the world.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely what happens. And what's even more insulting is that it's not like those users have gone to the new version. The new version isn't.
Out yet. Is it?
Ooh, it's either not out or it's not good.
Oh yeah. It's
What
not
do we
doing well
think?
either.
I think the new version is coming out soon. So this is like people
Oh,
have
maybe it
already
keeps being
left.
promised.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so people have like already left because they're like just like all in on this new version. And they're just like, you know what? Like, why do I play this? Like, I'm just gonna wait for the new version
Yeah.
because it's
This
coming
is
out
so
in like a month,
grindy.
and it's coming
Yeah.
out in like okay, not this month, but like next month. Okay, like
Yeah. Like, but it's
wasn't
next
last
month.
month, but it's coming.
Right.
They've said, like we've all seen the dev, like the developments and the screenshots. Like it's happening.
Right.
Ooh, this is also giving me a hint how this all ends. Finally.
Oh. Oh.
Not the legends, but
The game.
yeah,
I see.
so maybe it finally comes out. Active users hit a low of 50 users per month as the reboot is teased.
Okay.
I have.
These are the dark days. Do you have
have
something,
These are
an
the
Amanda?
dark
idea.
days.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give it to us.
Okay, so
Can't escape
in the
it, Cedric.
Butterbuds variant, I would like to do propagate. Cannot escape the TikTok. No, you cannot. I would like to propagate something. I would like
All
to
right.
say,
It can go at any point between any of these beats, by the way.
okay.
And in either timeline. Yeah. Oh. Amanda, what have you done? Oh, you're
Sorry, I'm
sneezing.
sneezing.
Sneezing all over the
You
place.
probably can't hear me because that was probably canceled out by Zoom, but I'm sure those of you who are watching on stream can hear me. So sorry about sneezing, but I had to sneeze.
Magic.
Yeah,
Tell
so
them.
Magic Toast creates the remake game, so or is involved at least in the creation of it. So the rumor is that Magic Toast, who many of us believe is no longer on the server, actually all did this because they wanted to create their own version, and so here we are.
I
lead
tweaked the
dev.
wording slightly. The lead dev.
I like it.
As- I guess it's not out yet, so creates, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Magic Toast lead dev for the remake. That's a spicy one.
Yeah.
And it can't be proven, right? Because
We don't know who
Who
Magic
knows?
Toast is,
we don't know.
or do we?
Well, people are pointing fingers. But
Wow.
But those people who are pointing fingers currently have the dominant narrative.
True.
Right. We should say that this was added specifically to the Butterbuds variant. This is the conspiracists who are
That's
like trying to say
sorry.
that.
That yes,
Yeah.
it has been added to the Butterbuds variant, so this is now the final piece to the Butterbuds variant. I feel like I should just show this to people. I can show this to people. You know, I have the means.
We're showing off the spreadsheet.
I can do it.
We have the best stream in the world.
So
You guys
good.
want to
Look at
see a
it.
spreadsheet?
You want to see our Google Sheets?
It's ready.
Kurt made it today. It's
I
got
did make it
colors.
today. It doesn't have enough colors.
It's got a fair amount of colors for having made it today.
It does okay. I'll grant you that. I'll grant you that.
The spreadsheet I would make today would have 0 colors.
0 colors? You wouldn't make one with any colors?
I just wouldn't be able to.
Oh. All right. Fair enough.
You can tell that I really didn't put much effort into it because you can see the borders in between those dark purple squares. I didn't even color the
no.
borders.
Oh,
What's
Kurt.
the point of a
But
spreadsheet?
it's nice to have a visual aid. I feel like let's not be so hard on the spreadsheet here, you know? Spreadsheet's
You're
out
right.
here
That was unkind. That was unkind.
doing its work.
Okay, cool.
Cedric thinks that you're magic toast, Anthony.
Don't tell. What the hell?
New element.
I like this. I like this theory that you're developing. Yeah, apparently you should feel shame, also, according to Cedric. You should not color the borders.
I should feel shame. And I a little bit do.
A little bit.
So,
I
happens
have
now?
a change to make.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell us about it.
Okay. Not a new poster in the forum, but a relatively rare poster on the Discord pipes in. Now that all those oldies, friends of Toast, are gone, can we just be honest about it? The creator didn't announce their retirement. They got doxxed. They had to get out.
Creator was doxxed.
They were forced out. Of course they were. Magic Toast wanted control.
Dang.
It makes our
Okay.
second be a little awkward. So now
Well, I know how to draw this in.
Okay,
Second goes away.
This is quickly
Okay,
becoming
great.
like Batman, and I like it. Rapala's
I
like,
think-
I'm Magic Toast. Everyone in the chat is going to be like, no, I'm Magic Toast.
So this makes sense to me. Basically, the whole story, the narrative changes so that it's like, oh, well, this is just about how Magic Toast ruined a beautiful thing.
Mhm.
And that, okay, here we go, folks. Going into Generation 3, I think the TikTok that pulls everybody in is like a drama TikTok. Like
Yes.
look at this history of this game that got ruined by some Magic Toast jerk.
Exactly.
225, so they say.
And
So-
now they're making the reboot. Can you even believe?
Yeah, it's just like a full-on shame the toast. Hashtag shame the toast.
And then it starts happening. There's just like in the like new users part of the Discord, it's just like bang, ding, new user, 1 on the first day, like 5 on the second day, and then it just starts rolling in. New users, and the number of monthly users starts to just like climb up in the game as people start like tuning in to see like what is even the deal.
There we go.
It's getting crazy.
Generation 3.
How many users do we peak at?
Us?
Let's have it just hang out there. I don't think I want to pin down a
We don't
number.
want to know? Okay. all
I
right.
think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just, but I
It
think
just
what's
floats.
lot.
important is that it feels like huge. And it's not just the Discord, right? People are installing I feel like you need an emulator to play it. and it's annoying, like you have to download a couple of patches, right?
Right. There's a YouTube video about like how you have to download all the things.
Oh,
But it's like a YouTube video that
Bloodlines.
was made like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the YouTube so today I'm going to be going for how to get how
It
to
is
get
just a
the
shot of a screen,
yeah. Sorry to everyone who had to hear that.
including Kurt, because now he hears everything that he says.
I do. It's my new hookup today. Bing, bing, bing.
Oh man.
I've gotten a first idea. Because now there's a drama TikTok and it takes off like relatively well, right? So like people are interested in this thing. And the one thing that a good drama post creates is more drama. Because like you need another story to capitalize on it. So people are looking for something. And now the place where this myth lives has changed, right? It used to be on Discord, but the myth is now being retold on a whole different platform.
Before you talk about this, I want to say, Cedric, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Lil Smurfy. Thank you. And Lil Smurfy, thank you so much.
Yo, Lil Smurfy! Yo, Lil
I love your name, Lil Smurfy. Thank you so much for joining the Fang Gang. Thank you, Cedric, for gifting that sub. That's so nice. You didn't have to do that. Thank you.
So sweet.
I know. You have gifted 9 subs. That's very many. That's very many gifted
Whoa.
subs. Thank
You
you.
truly
kinds of
are a
subs?
star, Cedric.
Yeah, thank you.
So,
Right.
so,
We're looking for a story.
right. A new dominant story arises. We're returning to the initial story. And I'm adding a new card on the end of it.
Whoa!
No,
A new variant?
okay, yeah.
No,
not a new variant. I'm just so
The
right now the
OG.
Butterbud story, this story of,
At the
of
end.
Evil Toast has been the dominant one, but now something switches because people are looking for a new take. And so
Right.
here's the new take, new card at the end. So here's how the like sort of like the last remaining story of the old ones goes.
Okay.
It goes, the creator contacts their friend Magic Toast 225 and says, "Hey, I'm stepping down." Magic Toast 225 is the one to receive this message. Maybe they relay it to the rest of the community, but hidden in that message, there are important clues about this secret, this like treasure, this prize that has been hidden in the game the whole time. Magic Toast is the one who discovers it. And in that moment, something crazy happens. There's a crash of the game, whatever, it's brought back. And after that, the thing that no one's talking about is that Magic Toast re-hides the secret. And it's still there. You can find it. It's in the game.
I'm excited about this because my note on Anthony's is Magic Toast 225 hides the secret back in the game. 3 exclamation marks.
It's pretty
I'm
good.
stoked by this. I wasn't expecting Magic Toast to ever be vindicated, but I can just see it now. It's the response TikTok. It's like a duet that just clips one part of the original Toast shaming story. And they're like, you're not hearing the real story.
This is how the internet works.
And you know what? They're not really hearing the real story even because there's one more part to this story.
Whoa!
What?
And I would like to propagate for the original, I guess Generation 3 we're calling them, so not the original anymore.
We're
the
just
old,
on
new
Generation 3. That's just where I
Generation
put it.
3.
This is the OG myth.
TikTok generation.
That's us.
So that's Magic Toast 225 was actually the son of the creator of the game.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
And that's why they had so much inside information. And they themselves were like, super into games. And so they were able, they kind of had an insight into their dad's mind or their mom's mind. Let's say their mom's mind. Sure.
Yeah.
Let's have a lady make a game. Why not? I like it. And so they figured it out. Whether they figured it out of their own merit, maybe, or because they're the creator's child, is more like up for debate. Like, how much were they into the game? How much were they into games in general? That's something people debate. But either way, they were into this game for sure, and the secrets within that were hidden.
Cool. That's neat.
Boom.
I think the last change that I'm going to make is like, it's to that hides the secret back in the game. That newest like end of myth hides the secret back in the game, but before they can leave a clue of their own, they're PvP'd as well. Gets pointed as if they're a glitch.
Because they gained finding the secret like accidentally gives you like 100+ levels. It's just like part of it. So they were identified as a glitch because they had like a million.
Right, and that's against the rules.
Actually, I guess that adds another, much to my chagrin, that does in fact add yet another piece to the story.
Nice.
We made Kurt extend the spreadsheet.
Woo! Look, I'll show you guys this longer now. Look at this.
So you're making it longer rather than just changing the hides the secret card?
Yeah, because I feel like I did just add something. It's not really that anything changed about hiding the secret.
So Magic Toast gets PvP'd. In this game, if you get PvP'd, you're just freaking out. You're just gone.
Yeah, I think it was like one of the earliest permadeath situations in like an MMORPG, which is what I'm assuming this is.
Yeah.
Also, Magic Toast is basically player one. You're not far off there, Cedric. We are kind of telling a sort of player one-esque story for sure.
Okay, can I complain about Player One for a second? Not the film, which you'd think I would be.
I would think you would be.
You would think I would be, but I'm not.
You would think you would be.
So, before the pandemic, I signed up for a board game online play website. Mm-hmm. The identity of the website isn't important. Just understand it was a board game online play website.
Mm-hmm.
I know it.
Yeah.
I think I know.
I sign up at some point and I choose the username Player One because I'm a cheeky bastard. And I'm like, I'll be Player One. Years later, the pandemic hits. I've forgotten all about making an account on this website. Go onto the website and I'm like, well, I want to play. I'm stuck inside. I'm going to play a game online. And I try to sign into my account and I already have one. Oh, great. Why is my account username this? Looking at my username, it doesn't make sense at all. I can't recognize it. My account name has been changed to Player 1, Player 11, because apparently someone requested Player 1 and the people who ran the site were like, yeah, sure.
That's
that guy
weird.
hasn't been back since the game started. And so that guy hasn't been back in years. Here, you take the username. It'll be fine. And then I message the devs and I'm like, hey, I'm back and
Notice
this guy
I'm
hasn't
player
been
11.
on. I'm player 11 now, and this guy hasn't been on in just as many years, even more years than it was before you gave my account to them. Can you give me my username back? And they were like, oh no, we can't do that.
We don't do that
We can't do
anymore.
that.
We can't do that. And I went, what? You clearly can do that. You did do that. Anyway.
Did you say that to them?
No, because they had more important things to do than listen to my nonsense. Yeah, you've got a problem over there, don't you?
I would just
I'm real
move
fuzzy.
where you are right now a bit so it can focus on you. It's trying to adjust.
It's trying.
Do you have it set for low light?
Oh, I think we almost
And
got
zoom. Oh.
it. Mm,
Oh.
kind of.
Oh, it's trying.
Really. Ew.
Well-
Maybe it's a low light thing. I should mess with it at some point.
Yeah, if you go into
think-
zoom, there's a setting where you can click low light on, and that might help you.
This might also just be like a cool, sexy little music video situation that you're
Yeah.
in. I feel like you
Just
should be
smeared some
blowing
Vaseline
bubbles.
on my camera.
Yeah.
Also, that is true. I think that it is one of those things that when our cameras go out of focus, it bothers us more than it bothers anybody else.
Yes, I think that's
This,
true.
yeah, this is
Yes.
pretty low stakes technical problem. So let us onward.
How am
All
I going
three
to
of
stare at
us.
my own face for the whole stream, though, if it's fuzzy?
We'll put on some glasses. That's it for Gen 3, right?
Yeah, I think we all
I
went.
think so.
Hell yeah. Gen 4. What's our event? This is where it gets nebulous. What will it be?
I thought saucy one, but maybe we're not ready for it. But can I just run it past you guys?
Yeah, run it
Yeah.
past us. Can't hurt.
I like saucy.
Magic Toast 552 joins the Discord and says, I want to set the story straight. It's really me. And I can prove it's really me because this old player, whatever, they actually know me. I like they actually know me in real life.
Okay.
Which is a sin against the core rules of this community. I'll have you know.
Yeah, that's spicy.
So wait, is this a new
Not a legend, just an event.
It's an event.
that happens.
Oh,
Maybe.
Oh, this is an event.
I'm cool with that. I know it's weird for figures
it's
from legends to show up,
spicy.
but it's the thing is, it can't be proven. This is the most dubious possible thing, right?
Yeah, we don't really know for sure. They claim
and with
it
all the
can be.
people surging into the server, like this could be anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, of course, somebody would want to pull this dumb trick.
Yeah, of course.
Now that there's all this attention on it, right?
Typical.
Okay.
Do we like it? Is it okay?
Yeah.
I like
It's
it.
in.
Okay, how does this affect the story? I mean, it's now there's clearly Magic Toast can tell a new version of the story, right? Like Magic Toast can correct things. Magic Toast in quotation marks.
Only if believed.
Only if believed.
The gears are turning so fast.
We're all thinking so hard.
So hard.
I'm trying to figure out which version of the story is closest to what Magic Toast is going to tell us, right? Does he back the OG storyline where, you know, they're kind of a hero, or do they back the storyline where they're the creator of the game, the new game?
You know what? I have a thought.
Okay.
I think this first change isn't because of anything Magic Toast says, but there's that dissenting faction that's like, everybody remember what we said all along about Magic Toast. What we said about how Magic Toast hacked the game, crashed it all, making the remake. If this was really Magic Toast, why wouldn't they just make an announcement on the reboot website?
Right.
And so I think we're going to add something to the Butterbuds. We're going to add, I think it's Magic Toast 225 was one in a long line of glitch accounts from a mega user.
Ooh.
So
Crit is
like,
adding this at the beginning of the story.
Before the creator was doxxed, before the major hack, the crash, the remake, Magic Toast, just a one dummy account, a sock puppet of a glitcher. One of those glitched. The glitchers. The glitch.
The glitchers. So they glitched and basically created, what was I going to say? They basically were like doxing the creator because they had been sort of maybe reprimanded, or because they were just a jerky jerk. Like,
they're a bad person.
Rules.
They're just like, who cares? Who can say why Magic Toast did what they did?
Right.
Magic Toast is just an asshole.
Fair.
Okay, I got an idea for one more addition then to the Butterbuds dissenting storyline, the anti-Magic Toast storyline, as it were.
Down with the mega users, says Cedric.
Yeah,
Cedric
exactly,
does.
Cedric. See, because the thing is
Oh,
that
oops.
people, old accounts are coming forward and confirming Magic Toast's story, right?
Yeah.
Some of these oldest players are saying, yeah, actually, we did have a meetup back in the day, and I actually do know who Magic Toast is, and I can vouch.
But
This is
wait,
really them.
nice. But maybe they were like all sworn to secrecy.
No, no, no.
So that's why they don't
Magic Toast
normally
isn't
talk
even a
about it.
real account in the first place. All these accounts, all the old accounts, all glitch alts. All of them are fake. They're all just whoever this person is pretending to be Magic Toast.
Update the sheet, Anthony.
Okay, let's go on to the
Whoa.
end here.
Real time.
That's wild. 6 Whoppers. Thank you so much for following the channel. Also, thanks for that awesome username. I love it. Or 6 Whoopers,
Yeah.
I guess. 'Cause
Not
there's
to
no
be
H.
confused with the burgers.
Yeah. I'm just thinking of Joe Louis for some reason right now. I don't know why, but your name reminded me of that. Even though your name has not really anything to do with Joe Louis. But thank you for that thought, because Joe Louis are delicious. Cedric, thank you so much
What's going off?
for gifting to Poetic Pillager. What is happening tonight? You are a gifting machine. And you've gifted 10 subs now. That is, you're in the double digits of the gifting club, my friend. Thank you so, so much. Also, love Poetic Pillager. Poetic Pillager is such a cool human. I hope that at some point she returns. Fantastic. Enjoyed having her in chat. It's a fantastic gift. Thank you. Just putting that out into the universe.
It's a good thing to put out.
Yeah.
Amanda.
My turn.
Yeah.
Is this Generation 3 or Generation 4?
Oh, this is Generation 4. Thank you. I have a note on the cell that says update as time moves forward, because I knew it wouldn't.
Generation 4. Is Generation 5 the last one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we're going to be timely today. Look at us go.
we are going to be timely.
Vote for Magic Bagel.
So I'm going to add another variant.
Yeah.
Another variant. Here we go.
Which
So-
one is varianting?
I have added one to the timeline for the second part of the story.
And are you splintering off the main storyline or the anti-Magic Toast storyline?
Well, I kind of feel like this is actually kind of like its own new narrative.
Sure, it
But like,
is.
where do all the other story beats come from?
I guess if I had to pick one, probably
You
more
do.
from Generation 4. Can't I just propagate one in a new variant, or does it have to splinter if it's a new variant?
Variant's a splinter, so you change one of the story beats and everything else stays the same.
Right, so you either add one to an established timeline, or
Remove
use
one from an
splinter.
established
Gotcha.
timeline, change one in an established timeline, or I guess change one and this becomes like a whole separate story.
That's kind of what I wanted to do. But I guess it would be more Generation 4 then. This is coming from Magic Toast themselves, and, well, supposedly, Magic Toast 552, who has joined, and their loyal believers, the Toasties.
Yeah. The Toasties.
Wait, so the Discord name of the new Magic Toast, is it not the right account name? Is it 552?
Well,
instead of
earlier
225?
you said 552, I thought. Whoever said that they
Okay,
joined
that was
said
just a mistake,
552.
but I liked it.
I thought it was intentional. I loved
love it.
So, yes. So Magic
Okay.
Toast 552
Yeah.
is and the Toasties. I guess I should put them in here too. So
So what's the Toasties version of the story?
Yeah, so there's a point right now that they're basically saying is part of this that people don't know that's very important, which is that the creator actually disappeared. And so the reason why I want this to be like how do you change that box so that it all fits? Do you know how to do that, Kurt? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't fully understand what your objective
We need to
is.
wrap the text in that box.
I want this
Oh.
text to all fit like nice so that it's 2 lines, but I don't know how to make it 2 lines.
Yeah, I
Just
can.
hit an enter in there
I have
somewhere.
that button. Boom.
Sweet, thank you.
Sorry.
What button did you push for that? Is that little
We're getting
in
more
button?
into spreadsheet management.
When you select any number of cells, it's the button that's.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, everyone. It's 2 to the right of the alignment option on that top bar there.
The alignment. 2 to the right. Oh, text wrapping.
Yeah, so you click that down, and then you click the one where it goes, oop.
Very cool.
Now
So
you too at home
now
can make
you know
beautiful
it's
text
this
wrapping
one.
in your spreadsheets.
You
Here,
didn't know you were going to
text
learn
wrap.
stuff tonight.
Well, there you go. Now you know that. You're welcome. But yeah, so basically what they say is they say, back to the game, is they say that the creator actually suddenly disappeared.
Okay.
So they went MIA.
So there was never an official announcement.
No, so they like literally like we don't know where they are, and that's why like people have probably wondered for years why the creators never come in to establish anything, and it's because literally like no one knows where they are. They literally disappeared.
Right.
Now does
Now-
new med? Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, so of course, the last puzzle piece found in the Creator's Goodbye. The Creator's Goodbye is just what we call the final area that was released, the last official expansion.
Well,
Right,
I
of
think
course.
the creator's goodbye, maybe in this case, it could be anything that you guys want to think it is, but I was thinking it could also be like literally a farewell note. Like it's not necessarily like the creator saying like I'm leaving the game, but it might just be the creator being like I'm leaving, and we don't know where they went.
I'm
They've
leaving.
been missing for years.
In Magic Toast 552 story, the new one on the Discord server, are they also the son of the creator? Because that makes it much more terrible.
Well, that's why I was saying I didn't really want to copy like a whole other story because we only know like part of it right now because they just kind of came in. But I think that's the word that the Toasties have. Yeah, I think
Sure.
they're going with that narrative where like yeah they're
Okay. That's the current
the
story.
son of
Spicy.
the creator of the game, and she mysteriously disappeared, and all that was left was a note, and in that note, they were able to sort of solve the secret. We still don't know what the secret is.
I think we have to, like, our last event has to be
Last
that the
event.
reboot comes out, right?
Yeah.
I like it. Oh, but what's in the reboot, guys?
I don't know what's in the reboot.
Okay. Oh,
Should we retell all of our stories real quick?
yeah. Each of
Yes.
us,
to give people a
each of us
sense?
can tell one of them.
Okay.
Okay. Amanda, you get the Magic Toast and Toasties new one that you just created because
Okay.
that makes sense.
So why don't you start with that then, Amanda? Why don't you tell us
Sure.
that last set of story beats?
So our last set of story beats is the Magic Toast 552 and Toasties who have just joined the Discord because they're like newer people. Or are they? Newer. So Magic Toast 225, as they were originally known, was actually the son of the creator of the game. The creator of the game suddenly disappeared. The last puzzle piece found in the creator's goodbye, in terms of the secret that was supposedly in the game. Magic Toast 225 discovers the creator's secret. There's a major crash. All evidence of the secret is lost. And Magic Toast 225 gets PPV'd permadeath. Oh yeah, Magic Toast hides the secret back in the game, but ultimately Magic Toast gets PPV'd. They suffer permadeath because it's believed that the secret, whatever it is, does something to your levels, basically levels you up a ton. And then unfortunately that means you get auto-booted because the game thinks that you've basically cheated it.
Honestly, like TikTok's getting totally out of line with some of these theories. The actual thing that happened that most of us believe is that Magic Toast, sure, was the son of the creator, but then there was an announcement from the creator. There was a retirement. The creator was just done with the game. They made the game. Games die. Okay, we're here because we're still passionate about it. That doesn't mean the creator can't leave. Privately told their child about the situation with the secret. Magic Toast shares it generously, I might add, to us on the forums. And then from there, the rest is history, right? Everything past that is fine. Discovers the secret, crash happens, hides the secret back, gets permadeath. Sure, all that's true. But like, creator mysteriously disappearing, that's too many people listening to true crime podcasts.
So like honestly, all these like bread truthers are like really harshing my vibe. I mean, like, let's like tell the real story that none of them are like brave enough to tell. Okay, I still am part of Butter Buddies, a Splinter Discord server where we like, actually have like reasonable conversations about this whole thing. And let me tell you what's really going on. Okay, Magic Toast, this person, whoever they are, they're an asshole. An early user who wanted to fuck with the game, the first glitcher. And they have been making spam accounts trying to break the game the whole time. Magic Toast 225, just one in a long line. I've heard there's Magic Toast 224 and 223 that both got, booted out right before Magic Toast 225 showed up. So okay, so this is happening. Then suddenly the creator is doxxed, right? They're threatened. If they continue to live a public life through the creator of this game, they're going to get in trouble. So sure, they disappear. They've got to. Magic Toast, nobody's on watch. Magic Toast, whoever this person is, hacks the game, break the game. Break whatever, remnants of if there was something hidden in the game. It's all gone now. And in that hack, Magic Toast gets full access to all the servers and all the intellectual property, starts rebooting it to create his own version of the game. Of course, it's terrible and has taken forever to come out. And if you play it, you're honestly backstabbing the community. Yeah.
How appropriate that our story is about a creator of a game dropping into a Discord server, because here we are joined by Gordie today. Thanks for popping in the chat, Gordie. It's lovely to see you.
Hello.
Hi, Gordie. Thanks for joining us. That's so exciting.
Also, friends, if you do want to check out the game, I just plugged the command game, and as Nightbot is saying there's the link if you want to check it out on itch.io. Would recommend. So far, I'm having like so much fun. Like it's one of those games where like I feel like right when we talk about what even the event is, my mind is like spinning in 12 different directions for like, ooh, how does the legend change? It's very exciting.
It's very exciting. And now we come upon our final generation. The last event, of course, being the reboot has come out. What does it mean for our legend? What does it mean for our community? We will get a bit of an epilogue, by the way. There's
okay. Good to know.
Yeah, so the fate of our culture is something that we'll address. But for now, we got a legend to tell.
Cedric, thank you so much for gifting a sub. What is happening? Thank you so much.
Cedric's on a tear today.
I know.
Absolutely
Thank you. And is 711, thank you so much. Welcome to the Fang Gang. Cedric, thank you for gifting. Oh my gosh, what is happening? You were here for this Magic Toast. Or maybe you're anti-Magic Toast. I'm not sure, but either way,
Can't say.
I'm whatever your side you're on, I feel like I'm probably there with you. I feel like we usually think alike, Cedric and I. All right.
Can we destroy variants? No, that's not allowed.
You can't destroy a whole thread, but you can destroy part of it.
Okay.
Okay. I've got something. It makes the second point a little funky, but I think we can just imagine around it.
We'll take care of it.
I want the main narrative to change so that Magic Toast 225 was the original creator of the game.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
waiting
I
for
love
this.
that. I love that.
So then that makes the original story now. So that Magic Toast
That
creates
makes it
the
make a
game.
lot of sense.
People, there's like some clues left in the puzzle, but no one can figure it out. And so Magic Toast claims they've found it. They sort of, I don't know, whatever. They discover their own secret, basically, right?
Like, oh, I found this wild thing.
Crazy. The game crashes. The secret is hidden again.
Yeah.
Because of
Magic
course,
Toast,
you hit it in the first place, didn't you,
right,
Magic
has
Toast?
just hidden it again.
Hit it
So
again.
was it all just a stunt?
This also explains why the community is so committed to anonymity. If this like studio that made it was anonymous all along,
Right. It's
which isn't
all about
unheard of,
anonymity.
you know, that's happened with games. Isn't Cave Story like wasn't that for a really long time kind of an anonymous creator? It's like the OG indie game.
That's a good question.
Well, we won't dwell on real games when we have a fake one to tell the story of.
Okay, I'm gonna change a point.
What are you going to change?
The suspense is killing
the
me.
suspense.
Oh, I have like two things that I'm like between, and it's like so crazy, and I'm not sure if it's too crazy.
I don't think like we're on the last
Go as
generation.
crazy as
Yeah.
actually Amanda can go really crazy.
That
Can
is
go
true.
crazy.
Magic Toast
Amanda
is
has some
actually
toast.
made of toast.
Magic Toast is a for real magical piece of toast that created a game.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
There's
the
typing.
suspense.
Okay, so for the toasties, there is a point when 552 basically confesses that they are not actually the original Magic Toast, but that they do know the real Magic Toast, and that or they used to. But what
Sure.
happened was Magic Toast actually disappeared. They didn't get PPV'd. They didn't get PPV'd. They actually disappeared mysteriously. And like their mom did, the creator of the game. And they were never heard from again. So they've come to kind of try to see if there was any information they could glean from impersonating Magic Toast, because they've been looking for them for a long time.
Yeah. Oh, I've got a headcanon. I feel like this may not be the dominant story in this culture, but like the TikTok threads about this game are eating this dramatic version of the story up.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The internet is here for it. and the hunt maybe is on for Magic Toast.
For the real Magic Toast.
For the real Magic
Ooh,
Toast
the
and the
hunt is
game
on.
creator.
Well, Anthony.
Okay. So currently, for those of you who can't actually see our beautiful spreadsheet, there are currently 7 cards in both the OG timeline and the
It is
and the
also
Magic.
time for dialect practice.
Oh, excellent. Wonderful news. So there's also 7 cards in the Magic Toast 552 and Toasties variant. But in the Butterbuds timeline, there's only 6, which means that it's a bit of an outlier. But I think something happens. You see, there's a new optimism that comes in among the Butterbuds, the conspiracy roiling community. See, in their version, Magic Toast has made this game that's just come out. People pre-ordered it like idiots and are now playing it, etc. But somebody goes in and plays the game, and they find if you go into any of the houses in the game, there is always toast on the table. And this confirms it, doesn't it? They were right the whole time, but somebody else notices something strange. The colors of the toast and the numbers of toast on the table in every house in the game does differ. It's got to be a code, right? History's repeating itself. Magic Toast created this game, but he's got to play by hacker rules. And there is a way, if you solve this code in the new reboot, that you can take over the game, just like Magic Toast did before. And the hunt is on.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So I'm going to add a new secret is hidden in the reboot.
Yeah. Love it.
Love
That's
it.
great. And there's a symmetry to that too. So, all right. That's the last piece. And I also, all of our legends are 7 bits long. It's just,
Nice
it all
symmetry.
makes sense. So I think we are now ready to move on to our final bit. The game is over. The legend we have after our last action, Anthony's here. That's the version that endures.
Mm.
The
Was
one,
the one that the last action is
the
on?
last action. Yeah.
Oh, no. I didn't know
No,
what
I
it
think
did.
that's great because it ties
Yeah.
into the reboot.
Yeah.
It does.
But your garden grows where you water it. So I think we understand every part of this.
I
right?
think so.
We've got it here.
Yeah.
What do we think is the fate of the culture?
Ooh.
Was it destroyed? Did it change unrecognizably? Did the legend survive, but the culture didn't?
I think the legend survives, but the culture didn't.
What's that look like?
I think it looks like the legend still applies, but the old game dies. Basically, no one is there anymore. The number explodes, but then as the new game is released, everyone moves over to that. And so this old game just like withers away. And we'd still talk about like what used to happen in the old game, but no one plays it anymore.
Yeah. And I think it's because it was privately hosted too, right? It was like this was just somebody's fan server, and you only need that one person to stop caring about the old server, and suddenly
You have
they
nowhere
go
to
try the
go.
reboot, it's gone.
You said the legend continues, right?
Yeah.
And the thing I like about that is that it is kind of circular, because we kind of forget about the old game. But now there's this new story. The last part of the Butterbud story that has survived is that there's a secret in the game. And if somebody can solve it, what happens? You take over the game, or you get money, or you get like 50% of the shares of the company. No one really knows. And it's like a reset, right?
Yeah.
This is where we started.
It's interesting because it also leads into itself. It's like the legend created another legend that will then its story will change over time.
I'm very pleased with this one. I didn't know what kind of story we would do. Yeah. I love niche internet stories. I just do.
That was a really great throw out there. That was good, Kurt. That started us the whole thing off. I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's wow. It's actually been a while since we ended at like a time that most people would consider a reasonable time to end a stream.
Time, yeah.
Yeah.
That was beautiful, guys. Thank you to the two of you, and thank you to our creator as well.
Our creator.
Our creator.
Our creator.
This is now a religious stream.
Oh my God.
Unspecified religious stream.
Just us maybe chanting or attempting to.
Yeah, every week we're going to be doing a different religious practice that we made up.
I'm sure that will be fantastic and that no one will be offended.
Yep. Nothing can go wrong.
People love that.
People love that.
People love that.
Also, I'm just going to plug one more time in the chat. This is the game that we played today. If you enjoyed it, please go support Gordie's game. Also, hello again, Gordie. Thank you so much for popping up to say.
Gordie, actually, this is convenient. I'm just going to polish the spreadsheet a little bit, and then I'll put a copy up, and I'll tag you on Twitter. I can put a link on the page for the game as well, just so that other people can use the sharing template. I like online play, so yeah.
It
I
worked
just
really
need
well,
to
I
add
think,
some
for
bits.
us. I think it was a really good.
I will color the borders, Cedric. Don't call me
Oh my
out, but
God.
that's exactly what I have to do. I have to color the borders and I have to add the instructions so that people know how to make a copy, because the worst thing in the world is when you receive a lot of requests for edit permissions for the spreadsheet that you made
Right?
so
And
that
you're
people
like,
can just
oh
edit.
boy.
I'm like, well, I can't give you that, or no one can use it but you.
Destroy it.
You'll use it once and then it will be gone.
Oh my
Oh, cool.
gosh.
You're making an updated version, Gordy?
Nice.
Well,
Aw.
it's great. Actually, I should say, some folks who are present might actually already own this game and just straight up not realize that they do, which I understand is a strange idea. But Gordie, among many other dedicated, wonderful devs, included this game in the bundle for racial justice and equality a couple of years back on
Oh,
itch,
cool.
which was that enormous bundle that raised like $8 million
Wow.
for for racial justice and equality. So you might already own Apotheosis, and if you don't, and you like tabletop role playing games, maybe you should pick it up. We had a great time.
It was really
Yeah,
fun.
it was really fun.
I would play it again.
So would I. In fact, I'll probably bring it to a con because it's like, you know,
It's
nice
very
little
snappy.
snappy,
Yeah.
cool stuff.
Very snappy, but very like moving. And I feel like it's really hard to have a game that like goes by quickly that has like so much like buy-in in terms of like emotionally, like kind of what we're all feeling.
Mhm.
And I felt like I was really like compelled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like intuitive, I think.
Yes,
I think
it's
my
very
main takeaway is
intuitive.
like, how are there not like, yeah, this is of course this game should exist. I'm so glad you found it in
course.
the idea space.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Cedric. Thank you so much for. Can't believe you're gifting another sub. You're. I got
I like that
another.
you're doing one of these, Cedric, but like really slowly, just like, and then like 20 minutes later.
Well, also that means single-handedly getting Amanda's sub goal. So
Yes,
that.
thank you so much.
Hey,
I didn't even
amazing.
notice that. Thank you.
Cedric.
I literally make these things, then I don't look at them. What is that? Thank you so much, Cedric.
I saw it.
I know you did.
What would we do without you?
Kurt's got the sharp eyes. He's just got to work on those borders, and he'll be right as rain. That is awesome. Thank you so much for completing my sub goal. Thank you so much.
Gettingsworth is Sam, isn't it?
I think so.
Like from last week.
Yeah. Also, Sam, welcome to the Fang Gang. And thank you for
This
gifting,
is-
Cedric.
This is good news for you, Gordy. If you stick around in a week's time at this rate, you as well will
You may
will
also get a sub.
The
Yeah,
creator from
follow.
last week gets a sub.
Yes. And that would be awesome if that was just how that worked. I would love that. And yeah, I'm gonna plug my schedule in here, just so y'all know what I'm doing next. But before I talk about that stuff, which is there for you to see, is there any parting thoughts or words or anything that you just want to say or share?
I can plug my next game. It's not out yet, but it's called Sock Puppets. It's about a bunch of squabbling puppeteers on a failing children's television show. It might make it into season 3. Who's to say? We're
Ooh.
almost done season 2. There's like 3 games left of season 2, and then we're gonna play a whole new batch of games that these two know nothing about. But
That's not
it's
saying
coming.
much. I don't know how many games.
Well,
my
you
goodness.
have a menu. You have an elaborate spread of slideshow presentation with all the games and
I
information.
do. It's great.
I feel like
You have nothing.
I feel like we could definitely go back to some sword fighting lesbians for sure. Some lesbians
Cedric.
with swords.
Between seasons 2 and 3, should we allow Amanda to choose one game we played to revisit
That we could revisit and play it again.
as a little prize, a little treat,
As a treat.
as a treat?
Who's to say?
Who's to say? I feel like we'll do it this way. If I also make my sub goal for next time, I'll let people know about this. Or when is our last episode? Whenever we do the last episode, if we make our sub goal during that episode, then I think I should get a treat. Even though I'm not the person that completed the sub goal and everybody else in chat did that for me, I still think I deserve a treat.
Nice.
A treat for your stream.
A treat.
If
for
only
me.
there was a service to address that
my
kind of
goodness.
thing. All right. Well, we
TPG.
gotta do the thing where we're done. Weird. Haha. Normal
Yeah.
time.
That's it.
What? It's not midnight?
It's not midnight. It's like reasonable. It's like not even 11. So
Wow.
you're welcome,
Proud of
everyone.
us.
You should all go to bed and take care of yourselves and drink water. And also, you should come back on Wednesday when I will probably be doing a stream with Ruel for Words on Wednesday. However, might be a little up in the air. I need to check in and determine that. But that'll be over on Ruel's channel, which if you're not following Ruel, you should just do that. It's a good thing to do because, yeah, Ruel, that's where I do that thing. So if you want to watch us do it, you should go over there. And Ruel also does a lot of other cool stuff. So I'm going to plug him in there. And then I will be back on Saturday to try to play Getting Over It, which was a request
Oh no.
that was made. And
so
I feel
sorry.
like I will die. But you asked for it, so here we go. Cedric, what are you doing? You're redeeming all these things at the end.
I feel so hydrated. And
Well-
my posture is so good.
Well, I think that's about it for this stream. So is there anything else that you'd like to say before you say goodbye?
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when,
when.
but again, we'll meet again some sunny day.
Da 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 da.
Sorry, Vera Lynn.
Bravo,
Sorry,
bravo.
folks.
Very nice, very nice. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. And now, good night.
Good night. Thanks for joining us. And thank you, Gordie, for the game.
Yes, thank you for the game, Gordie. Awesome job.